Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my summer makeup routine for oily skin, and I'm really excited to share this with you guys. It's pretty much my go-to summer look. It's something that I know will last when I go outside in the heat, and it's something that I just feel like goes with every single look. It's not too hard. It's definitely something that everyone can do. As always, if you guys are interested in any of the products that I use, they all will be down below listed, and all of my social media networks will be down below as well. Be sure to go follow me and check me out. So let's get started. I'm first going to take the Wet n Wild Photofocus face primer. This is one of my favorite face primers if you have oily skin, and even if you have like combination or dry skin, I still feel like this would work really well. It's a nice combination of moisturizing but still kind of silicone-y a little bit, so I feel like it just works really well for my oily skin. It gives me a little bit of moisture, but yeah, it still kind of keeps my skin mattified. Okay, and then next we're gonna go in with foundation, and this has been my ultimate favorite. I'm sure you guys know I've talked about it a lot on my channel. It's the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation, and I wear the shades Bronze Beige and Golden Beige just to kind of get my perfect shade. As awesome as these foundations have like a spatula, so I just kind of will stroke some on my skin of each color. And in the summertime, I prefer to use a beauty blender to blend it out. So this isn't actually a beauty blender, it's just like a sponge from Eco Tools, but it's really good and it's super affordable. So I'm just gonna kind of pounce the product into my skin. This gives a really nice, I would say like medium coverage, but you can definitely build it up to be a little bit closer to full coverage, but it doesn't feel heavy on the skin. You honestly can't even feel it. That's one of my favorite things, especially in the summertime. You really don't want to feel like you're wearing makeup, and so I love this foundation. It's definitely, in my opinion, more on like the satin side because it's matte, but it still has like a nice little glow to it, in my opinion, or at least on my skin because I am oily. If you have oily skin, do you ever notice that like foundations that are marketed as matte sometimes just look satin because of your oil? Felt like my ring light was a little bright, so I adjusted it a little bit, so I'm sorry if it's a little darker, but hopefully you can see I did apply it on a couple of my problematic areas just to kind of give it a little bit more coverage in those areas. And again, like I said, what's awesome is you can build this foundation so it doesn't like layer all cakey or anything. It just kind of blends in really nice. Next, I'm going to go in with a little bit of concealer. I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this underneath my eyes just to kind of brighten up any dark circles I have, make me look a little bit more awake. Also just brighten up my face a little bit. So I'm going to put some also in the center of my forehead and just a little bit down the nose and the chin. And then I'm also just going to use this to prime my eyes. So just put a little bit on your eyelids. And then once again, just go back with your sponge and just blend that out. And once I've done that, I'm going to go in with a little bit of loose powder just to kind of set the face. And this one's probably my favorite. It's the Coty Airspun Loose Base Powder in Translucent. And I'm not trying to bake today or anything like that. I'm just going to set it. I really only like to bake, to be honest with you guys, like if I'm going out at night or something and I know I need my makeup to last. So what I do is I just kind of put it underneath my eyes, my forehead, basically anywhere where I tend to get oily, which is pretty much everywhere, so. And then I take whatever's left over on the sponge and just kind of put that on the rest of the skin. So I am like letting it bake really fast, kind of technically, but I'm just going to take a brush really quick and just dust it away because again, I'm just trying to set the face. I'm not really trying to bake today. And then moving on to the eyebrows, I do the same thing all the time, guys. I literally just take my MAC eyeshadow in the shade Mystery, and I use my Anastasia, what is this? Number 12 brush. I really just kind of fill in. I don't really create a shape or anything like that, so that's what I'm going to do. Plus, I much prefer like using an eyeshadow in the summertime just because it looks a lot more natural and lightweight. I don't really like doing pomade just because it looks really heavy. In the summertime, I like my makeup to look really fresh and soft. Alright, so I just kind of wanted to show you guys like the difference. So this is the filled in one and then this one's not. You can just kind of see it looks a little bit more defined and just a little bit less sparse. So I just think it makes a little bit of a difference, but it's very natural looking. You can't really tell that I did anything. So the brows are done, and now we're going to move on to the eyes. So now this look is super simple and easy, guys. It's kind of, like I said, just kind of my go-to look whenever I'm in a rush or I really just don't want to wear a lot of makeup, but I want something that's going to go with everything. This is like the look I go for. So I'm telling you, like, anyone can do this. You can literally be new at makeup and do this look. It's super simple and easy. So I'm going to be taking the bronzer bronzer that I'm going to use a little bit later. This is from Milani. It's their baked bronzer in the shade Glow. I'm just gonna take like a blending crease type of brush and just swirl my brush into the product, tap it off, and I'm just gonna take this into my crease, like so. I just feel like it gives a really pretty subtle shadow to the eye. And then next I'm gonna go in with like a shimmery champagne color. One of my all-time favorites is MAC's All That Glitters. It's a really pretty, just like neutral champagne color. Almost has a little bit of like a rose tone to it. So I'm just gonna pick that up and I'm just gonna put that all over the lid. This color is one of my all-time favorites for the summertime. But anything similar you have will work, and honestly you can kind of use any shade that you'd like. If you want to do something more golden, something more pinky, you could totally do that. Okay, so now I'm actually not even going to do eyeliner, guys, but I am going to put on a lot of mascara. This has been my favorite currently. It's the L'Oreal Voluminous Last Paradise. It's supposedly the dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I agree, it's really good. It's very similar results, and I actually like this one better, guys. I feel like this one doesn't flake, whereas the Too Faced Better Than Sex, I had a problem with it flaking, and I'm interested to see if this is going to dry out fast because I remember the Too Faced one drying out really fast. So I'm just going to put this on my upper and lower lashes. Definitely just got some on my face. Okay, I want to zoom in so you guys can see the lashes because I just think they look so pretty. It's a really, really good mascara, guys. I don't know, can you see how pretty? Like, they just make your lashes really voluminous and really separated, and it's really black, so I really like it. Okay, moving on to the rest of the face now that the eyes are done. I'm going to go back in with that Milani baked bronzer we used before, and I'm going to put this basically all over my skin to bronze it. Just gives a really healthy glow to the skin, and I really love this product. My favorite brush to use with this is the Eco Tools Define brush. It's really tapered and soft, so it just blends it really nicely. So I'm just going to grab a bunch of the product and I'm just going to begin to bronze the skin. It's very soft. It's more on the natural side, like it's not going to be super intense, which I like. I'm also going to bring a little bit down my neck just to blend everything in a bit better. Okay, and then I'm also going to put on a little bit of highlight. This is MAC's Global Glow. It's one of their mineralized skin finishes. This is one of my ultimate favorites. Again, it has like that gold swirl infused in it, so it gives a really pretty golden effect. And the way I actually like to apply this, because we're not going to be using blush, I really want like a bronzy look today. So what I like to do is actually apply this as like a blush and highlight. So I'll just kind of swirl my brush that I just used in it, and I'm just going to smile and just put this on the cheeks. And because this is a little bit darker than my skin, it's going to give a little bit of color, but it's also just going to kind of highlight that area. This is just going to give you like that J-Lo-esque glow. Alright guys, and then last but not least, I'm going to, for the lips, apply the Bareminerals liquid lipstick in the shade Weekend. It's a really pretty peachy pink color. And honestly guys, these are my favorite liquid lipsticks. First off, they smell like cookies. Like, it smells so good, and they last a very long time. They're super comfortable. You do not feel like you're wearing them, and they have a really nice selection of shades. I totally just messed that up. Alright, so that's what the lip looks like, and I love this. I think this is such a flattering color, especially if you have a tan on your skin. It just really enhances that color. This is the completed look. It's just really natural, very easy to wear for every day in the summertime. It's also super lightweight. Doesn't feel like I'm wearing a ton of makeup on my face, which is key for me. So that completes this look. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video.